What's up, ladies and gents? We're here for episode 9 of the Sad Money Podcast. I'm Alexander Payne with my co-host,
Sihelnik.
and today we're going to be bringing you all the wonderful news that has happened after the new year.
That's right.
Big money tings. New year equals big money gains.
Big things. What's it the year of?
It's the year of no longer being a broke boy. That's what it's the year of.
I think it's the year of the recession. You know, they had the year of the dragon.
Yeah, I would say, wasn't that last year too, technically?
It was the start. It was just the tip.
That was the tip.
That was as they say.
And then we're about to get that long, hard, red, white, and blue member.
The shaft.
The shaft.
What a way to start this.
Got to measure from the base, right?
You know, sure. Sure.
Isn't that how you measure your gains, from the base?
Oh my God.
Good way to start the new year.
Yeah.
I guess we're 8 days in. We don't say that. 10 days in.
10 days in
I
now.
don't say Happy New Year anymore.
Nope. It's a 3-day thing, as Larry David would say.
I think the New Year, Happy New Year, should be at least a little bit more than 3 days.
Yeah. How long, man?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Goodwill could be 2 weeks.
I can get by in 2 weeks.
All right, so Happy New Year. Let's start them off. What do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about the article you sent me, the Doom Loop, or let's do some New York City local stuff?
Yeah, for the Doom Loop, I guess, what do you think about that when I sent it to you?
So basically, he sent me an article talking about how New York City is in this Doom Loop. Excuse me, I want to say loop. And then I'm also about to say dumps. You ever heard those DOMPs?
No.
Okay, we'll talk about that another time.
Okay.
Yeah. But Doom Loop, which is the idea that because people are not coming back from work during the pandemic, they are not bringing revenue into the city, whether it be through the MTA or whether it be through them going back to commercial real estate.
Yep.
And I also talked to a guy downtown at a bar. I believe it's either the owner of Hooligans or something else, a soccer bar. And they're losing money because no one's coming to eat. There's no more lunch rush, and these places depend upon that. And even my local halal guy, I mean, he's been a little cheap with the white sauce. I'm just being honest. Yeah, I'm like, come on, man. I'm buying the Royal Combo out here. You're not giving me the white sauce no more.
This is in Astoria?
No, this is in Midtown.
Oh, my God.
Where I'm staying, where our boys letting me stay right now. You know what I mean? I'm just checking out local real estate. I'm thinking I could sleep outside the Apple store. And I was noticing, though, that everything is, it's not looking good out here, man. It's not quite as empty as 2020, but what the city expects is they've lost at least $1 billion that they don't think it's going to come back.
Of revenue.
Yeah.
What's ridership for the MTA? Like 65%?
65%.
Pre-pandemic
There's a lot of homeless people there, though. A lot.
Are they counted?
I don't know, man. But the other day, this is the craziest I've ever seen it be. Is a guy was on the train, homeless guy throwing trash out, looking for something. I was like, what is he looking for? And I was like, is he looking for his house keys? Like, what the fuck is he going on? And then eventually he pissed on the wall of the train. And this was at like 4:00 in the afternoon. Now, if I was out anywhere after 9 or 10, I would be like, this is normal.
It makes sense.
Yeah, but 4:00 in the afternoon, I'm like, you know what? Wherever we're headed, it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be filled with trash and piss.
Yep.
Just like...
And respect to him, man. Respect to him, because I don't think he paid, and you know what? I don't think we should have to pay for that either.
Facts, yeah. I was telling my friend, I think I've lived in the city for like 10 years. I've never felt the urge to jump the turnstile, but I really feel it now. Because I'm like, what the fuck am I paying for? It's like, the one upside is I do get contact high from people freebasing crack cocaine. So you get high for, the $275.
That's true.
That's not bad.
But they're worried that this could make New York look like it did in the 70s. Because if you don't have any revenue, what are you going to do? Yeah. Or basically how Detroit looks right now.
Oh, shit.
So, New York City, the new Detroit. Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. I don't think that's I don't think like New York City's dying or gonna die.
No.
I think we gotta pick up probably. There we go.
Thank God.
I don't know if you guys could hear that. That was a siren or Eric Adams' theme song.
As our taxpayers' money hard at work.
Hard at work. Yeah. And so yeah, I don't know. I think it was interesting, but there were no answers. It was just the city's losing money.
Yeah.
We don't know what to do. We're picking homeless people up and we're putting them in a hospital.
Yeah.
But other than that, we don't know what to do. And there's more homeless. There's more empty storefronts.
Yep.
So there's
Commercial real estate.
commercial real estate is just has left and there's no need to come back. And so they're like, yeah, we don't know. And I also took the Long Island Railroad last week for the first time.
Okay.
I what you would think would be rush hour, and that wasn't that bad. And I took it to Long Island.
Interesting.
It really wasn't bad. The whole entire train pretty much got off at Jamaica.
Were you doing the reverse commute, or was it just like regular what a commuter would do?
This is what a regular commuter, like if you're leaving the city to go back home to Long Island.
At like 5 p.m.
At 5 p.m. I took it at 5
It
p.m.
wasn't that bad, yeah.
Everyone got off the train to Jamaica. After Jamaica stop, when I was going to like Stony Brook, completely empty. Like I could stretch out.
I think the one upside I was trying to read into it is that hopefully this means that your local neighborhoods and the small businesses there start to get and have seen an uptick in business, like a local coffee shop or like a local place to eat or bakery versus people going into the city for their commute. Hopefully that means that if they live in like Astoria, Queens, like Alex, or like in the East Village, it's like hopefully that means there's more dollars circulating in your neighborhood versus in Midtown. And that's not good for the Midtown businesses, but hopefully it helps keep the other businesses alive and doing well.
But then there's that weird cycle of everything's going up.
Yeah.
People are losing jobs.
Right.
And it's like...
That's the macro. That's like the big macro.
Yeah. That's kind of the...
I feel like every city, let us know, I guess, viewers, like whatever city you're in, are you seeing similar things in your city where it's like we're in a hybrid work environment, people go into the office 1 day a week, 2 days a week, or they don't go in at all? Like, how has that affected your city, too? Whether it's Detroit or New York or
L.A. I hear the homelessness is
crazy.
Insane in L.A.
Yeah.
Like, everyone keeps telling me in L.A., like, it's getting worse.
Oof. It was already bad.
It was bad before, but now they're like even my uncle was homeless. It's like, it's bad out here. And I'm like, wait, what? You're homeless? He's like, yeah, but it didn't used to be like this.
Damn. Wait, I didn't know your uncle was homeless. God damn.
Yeah, my uncle's homeless.
Oh, shit.
By choice, though, I believe.
Okay.
He had a van.
Damn.
And then they took the van. And now he's completely homeless now. Yeah. So that's how hard it is.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay. If you would like to send money to me to give it to him.
Lieu.
Yeah.
What do you accept? You accept Venmo?
I accept Venmo. I accept Cash App. I accept PayPal.
My bro's on all the apps.
All the apps. Whatever you need, let me know.
Yeah. So that's one thing definitely happening is just revenue that's gone from the city that's not going to come back.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah. And like, how's that going to affect our infrastructure? How's that going to affect those businesses and all of that? It doesn't look great. So, yeah, but that was, I don't know, something we were talking about this week.
Yeah, man, maybe if you can figure out a way to get people in the city, that's $1 billion idea. Like, what's something that would, like, if you can open up TikTok centers.
Yeah.
Where, like, people can come and practice TikToks and work out at the same time.
I would say drugs, but we already have that.
Yeah, drugs aren't, I don't think drugs are going to help.
No.
Yeah. But we did go to, like, a weed show.
Yeah.
And that somehow is getting people.
There was a good amount of people there.
There were a good amount of people, and they were all getting high. That's the one thing that remains is nobody wants to get high alone. Everybody wants to work alone, but they want to have fun together. Yeah. So you need to start, I don't know what you can do to have fun in Midtown, but like,
yeah,
I don't know, start building, what do they call them? Rage centers or escape rooms?
Oh, the escape rooms, but also like you break shit in those rooms.
I think you need a hybrid of that. You need a rage room.
Yeah.
And then once you I know, maybe an escape room, and then once you escape that room, you now are in a rage room. So you can take out all the frustration of everything that you dealt with in the escape room there.
Yeah.
And then that'll be the new commercial real estate, just a place where we go to break things.
But if I got high and went to rage room, I would try to put everything back together.
That's even better.
So you break.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what are we doing?
That's called a make room.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, I guess hopefully people are spending money in their own neighborhoods is what I think would be the good thing. It's like, again, I'm in the East Village and we see things closing. Stomp just closed. It was open for 29 years.
Oh, it did close?
It just closed. Yeah, it's closing right now.
I've been meaning to see that for the past decade.
Yeah. I mean, you had chances, bro.
I thought it was going to be here forever. I didn't know.
You see the people sweep
Yeah.
the Stomp and everything. So that's
Someone stamped on Stomp.
stamped on Stomp.
Damn.
And Dallas Barbecue closed.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That hurt. Dallas Barbecue closed. I walked past it today and the lights were off, and I'm like,
It hurt to see.
it's kind of like when they turned off the lights in Cheers. You're like, well, that's it.
That was my favorite place to see people break up in the city.
Yeah.
Dallas Barbecue, because people get sloppy in there.
And they take a picture of you, too. So you have a moment of right before it happened, before he broke up with you, or she, or they,
Yes.
and then after.
Yeah. And I don't think they get tipped very well, like the staff, but they do get a lot of stories out of there. You know.
That was a good one, too. That East Village location?
Yeah. It was there for 31 years.
31 years?
31 years. 31 years. Yeah, it was actually a true staple in the neighborhood. But I was going to say, there is like a new coffee shop opening across the street where like Gem Spa used to be, which was also pretty big in East Village. So like there is stuff opening up, you know.
But will they last?
That's the thing. It's like you see what it is. And most of the stuff that's been doing well has just been smoke shops because it's all cash business.
And everyone needs weed, apparently.
Yeah, it's gotten so popular here.
Everyone is like trying to comatose out. Is this bleak ass future?
Forget. Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you blame people?
I don't blame anyone.
Yeah.
But I'm just
I
saying,
wasn't saying you did, yeah.
New York has become like just weed shops.
It's like weed capital.
It is. Everywhere you go is weed, vape, weed. And you're like, God damn. Like,
Yeah.
to the point, I think they're just going to put a big blunt above the Statue of Liberty's torch.
You toast it up.
Yeah, spark up, boys.
Yeah. So that's some of the challenges the city has been facing. But then, you know, we zoom out, you know, on Friday. Well, not only was Friday January 6th, which we all know what happened then.
Capitol riots.
It was what do you call it? The anniversary of that. But there was also you know, basically the employment report that came out and like the jobs report that came out. And that was really interesting, just to see, what had happened there and like a lot of the information that came out, because the headline numbers looked really strong when you looked at basically the employment numbers. But if you look at the household survey numbers underneath it, which is part-time workers, people with their own businesses, but a lot of times if someone is reporting their own business, it doesn't necessarily mean they're doing it because they want to. Gig workers, the gig economy. And there's never been a bigger disconnect between like a headline number and like what the household surveys look like. So what the Fed's mandate is two things. It's to keep inflation down and to keep employment high. But what we're seeing right now is that to get inflation down, they're not afraid to, and their policy tool has been to really raise rates, and they want to increase employment to bring wage inflation down, so what we're getting paid. So if it's not going to come down by itself, they're going to have to do job destruction to get those numbers down. So,
and it's working, because I had 2 jobs and both of them were destroyed.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about?
I can. It's also a weird thing too, where it's like the reason inflation is so crazy is because the Fed printed so much money during the COVID pandemic, and so their solution is to essentially kill all of the poor people and and the middle class.
Yeah.
And so yeah, but I had 2 jobs. This is the first time in my life too. I got 2 jobs because I was like, things are gonna get bad. I should get 2 jobs.
Boys on the grind.
And one of them was working for a photo booth company, and then they fired me from there. I haven't been able to get unemployment still yet. And then the other job, which not a lot of people knew, is OnlyFans. That's right, OnlyFans is laying off.
And you were working for OnlyFans.
I was working for OnlyFans. I would take the videos that the young ladies, young entrepreneurs would make, and I would send them to their clientele. Some would say it was digital pimping. I would say I was an agent. That's what I would say.
But you worked for the company that ran this, right?
I worked for the company that ran this.
Okay.
OnlyFans is just like a platform where people can meet. But I did that, and I met some very interesting people who they think I'm a woman. But you know what? Conversations are a lot easier when a dude wants to fuck you at first. It's pretty crazy, actually, how interesting the conversations can get. And women out there, if you're ever worried about, oh, my man is talking to another bitch, don't worry, that bitch is me. So you're fine.
Send them to OnlyFans.
Send them to OnlyFans. And honestly, what I've learned from OnlyFans to do is just probably lonely.
Yeah.
Way. It's less to do with sex.
It's less physical.
It's less physical, a lot of just flirty emoji, kissy face, sometimes eggplant, wet drop, kitty. I usually use the same 3 things.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah. And that was it. But I mean, it sucks that I lost that job because I was an at-home from job. I really liked that job. I worked very hard at
work from home job.
It was a work from home job.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, and it was great. But they're laying people off now. Things are getting hard for the OnlyFans people. The little man, which is me. Not for the lady. It's getting hard for the middleman, which is me. So
they're basically trying to increase their operating margins by doing cost efficiency cutting.
I guess if that's what you want to call, not me being able to pay rent, cost efficiency. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, cost cutting measures.
Yeah, cost cut me real good. I'll tell you that right now.
Damn.
So your boy is looking for a job.
Yeah.
In New York City, or if you work for unemployment.
Yeah.
Hook me up.
He actually had jobs and was working.
2 jobs.
2 jobs. So
still can't get unemployment.
Hook your boy up. He's trying. He's calling in. I'm
calling it favors, fam.
Yeah.
Or if you just have a lot of money and you want to give it to me.
Yeah. Or, if anyone knows any jobs in New York that are hiring, put it in the comments so everyone can see.
Yeah, that's a good point, too.
Yeah. So anyone who is like going like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do for rent this month, just put it in the comments and that everyone can see it and people can help each other out, whether it's New York or remote or wherever.
Yeah, I could be the dude that puts the sign up that says commercial real estate for lease. I could be that guy.
Yes.
You never see who that guy is that puts the things. Just let me know. I'm out here ready to do it. Speaking of jobs, Goldman Sachs just cut a couple more jobs.
3,200.
3,200. And that is, as a man who was also laid off, fuck you guys.
Well, their average pay at Goldman is close to, this is average pay, right? It's close to like, $300,000. So they'll be
$300,000.
Yeah. So they will be fine.
Yeah, that's more than some of the girls were making on OnlyFans.
Only some though.
Only some, not all.
Yeah. A lot of them.
Not all.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
Yeah, because they were interested in some of Goldman's balls. That's why. But there's another job that's going around. Over 900 people have applied to become New York City's head rat exterminator. And you make over $170K per year. So New York has 2 million rats.
Yep.
$170K per year. That's at least, I'm gonna round up, $12 per rat you kill.
How many? Wait, what are the job requirements?
You have to kill rats. It's a rat exterminator job.
How do you kill them?
Well, we should reference Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and go to the shredder on this one.
I
guess it's up to you.
I was gonna say, I know this is. I did not do this, but I had friends when I went to school in Baltimore. I remember they would get drunk and they would take BB guns out and they would shoot the rats at
Would
the
it kill?
trash in the backyard. I think it would kill some of them. Yeah,
Okay.
that's how they would kill it, which is not humane. But I guess it worked, and that's what they did.
Look, over 900 people have applied for it, and only one person is getting the job of rat killer, master vermin killer,
I guess it'd be a good way to get the guns off the street.
and get them to the rats.
Yeah,
If you use, I don't think you'd be out here just shooting rats on the street.
shoot rats,
Yeah.
not people.
Yeah, but I mean, I still don't think it's a good idea. You're gonna shoot some people. You're gonna miss some rats and shoot some people.
Look, man, at least I have ideas out here, right?
I'm not saying it's not a good idea. I'm just saying,
Where the fuck are you, Eric Adams?
I don't know, 170K. I might have to apply for this rat killer job.
Yeah.
That's not a bad one at all.
Damn. That's not a bad job, though. I mean, that's a really great job. 170,000 is a lot.
170K. Are you kidding me? At this point, wow.
Is it a union?
I don't know if there is a union for rat killing. I don't know. Could someone out there in the rat killing profession let us know? Is there a union, or is it like Amazon and Starbucks where you gotta get together and be like, we should have better rates for rat killing?
And then, well, you have the leverage because if you don't have a job, everyone has rats.
I mean, we've already got rats. Apparently, no one has this job. So that's what's going on with New York City hiring right now.
Yeah.
The FTX drama continues, and I'm wondering if you know what FTX is. That's the big crypto scam right now. Sam
Yep.
Bankman-Fried, SBF. There's all these acronyms. Essentially, a lot of crypto was lost. Tom Brady got wiped out. Robert Kraft got wiped out. Giselle got wiped out. A lot of people, celebrities, are in trouble. Yada yada yada. And a lot of people are wondering now. This is crypto. I think it's the weakest you've ever seen it. Did FTX spell the end of crypto? And by crypto, I mean Bitcoin, Ethereum. They're at 16,000 now.
I think it's 17. It's just
It's 17,000?
Yeah,
17,000. And
Yeah.
so is this the end of the currency or will it be regulated? Do you think it's going to come back? What do you think is going to happen with crypto?
I think it definitely needs to be regulated given the amount of scam artists that came because they tried it without the regulation.
Yeah.
A bunch of people lost their money. Unfortunately, they took their own lives over this. They deleted themselves, right? Which is like, it's horrible, and it's basically a couple people used it as sophisticated money laundering techniques. And actually, I didn't even know this, but the star of the OC, if you remember that show, California, that guy, Ben McKenzie, he's been a very outspoken critic to crypto because of this. And he's even co-authored a book. He's like somewhat of an expert on the field. And he's been pretty outspoken for a while. But, I think a lot of people see it as what it's been, and it's been a Ponzi scheme. There hasn't been any utility to anything yet. Not that there won't be, but there's been no utility shown by anything. By the L1 chains, Avalanche, Solana, all that shit. It's like it hasn't done anything. Not that it won't, but it hasn't done anything yet. Yeah.
So you're saying this is the end of crypto?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so. I bet actually there's probably a buying opportunity in the next year. Probably.
Sweet ass Shiba coin and Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Remember that? The days of pumping and dumping?
Yeah.
However, now, boy, it's going to have to put a condom on it. Going raw on the market.
Yeah. There's one exchange left, and that's Binance. That guy, Payne out.
Didn't they just cut 20% of their workforce too?
That was Coinbase.
Oh, Coinbase.
Coinbase.
Okay.
Yeah. That which is a U.S. exchange.
Yeah.
This is a Chinese exchange, Binance. But a lot of people are withdrawing their funds from Binance too. So they're I can guarantee you they're going to go under in the next 6 months. I would put my money where my mouth is there.
And on top of this, prosecutors are telling, this is for the Sam Bankman-Fried, the FTX scam, they're telling lawyers connected to the FTX crypto scam that they're going to need more help because the case is so big that it exhausted all of their resources in the Southern District.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of like what we know from The Wire a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
fact that it contains potential bribing, potential. Yeah, potential. Really? You don't think?
Same potential. I mean, there he is bribing.
Bribing, campaign, what is it?
Campaign finance,
Yeah, campaign violations for like giving out money for campaigns on both sides.
Right.
This is this is a bipartisan issue.
We're gonna reach across the aisle here.
Yeah, theft, fraud. So essentially, this case is so big that what I think is gonna happen. Let's be honest. There's bad actors on both sides.
Yeah.
And he's going to jail for a very long time.
SBF.
Yeah, SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, and everyone else is going to get away scot-clean. Yeah. And also, too, they made him give up his Robinhood shares as well. I think it was like he had like 45 million or something.
Oh, that's
how hidden in Robinhood.
Yeah, they're only down 98% from all-time highs.
Yeah. Boy, I wish I could have shorted them.
They're worth something. Yeah, that's totally worth something.
And yeah, so I'm wondering if this is the big scam that kind of, just gets everyone scared of crypto now for good. And
yeah,
it looks like it.
It's one scam, but then there's the regulated scams that have happened that I think we should even spend a minute on, which is, a friend sent me this, but you look at a lot of the IPOs, whether it's direct listing or actual, initial public offerings in like the equity markets or these things called SPACs, special purpose acquisition vehicles. This guy Chamath,
I don't think you can say that. That's a racial term.
SPAC?
Yeah, we want to apologize for that.
No, it's a SPAC. I'm doubling that. It's actually called a SPAC. I will not back down for that.
I've been called a SPAC many a time.
You can't get me on this
by Italians on Staten Island. They say they go back SPAC. I say, sir, please. That's an antiquated term.
You had my heart going for a minute. I'm like, nah, man, I'm right. It's a fucking SPAC. I know what this shit is. But a lot of the common denominator is a lot of these entities went public and insiders sold before any retail, or even worse, a lot of the employees who worked there for a long time. Not VP, director level employees, like just employees and I don't know, whatever groups, an admin or whatever, office admin, they couldn't sell, right? So all these shares got unloaded into the market. And a couple people made a lot of money legally. It's all legal. Coinbase is the worst. I mean, shout out Coinbase. They did a direct listing. And I know Andreessen Horowitz made a lot of money. They helped push for the direct listing specifically so they could sell before anyone else. So these VC firms know exactly what they're doing. Andreessen Horowitz did the same thing in the crypto space with a lot of, a lot of the deals that they made there. If you look at tokenomics, you'll see how bad the tokenomics are for some of these chains. And
that's a great name for a weed shop.
Tokenomics. Yeah. But it's disgusting, but it's legal, It's just morally not right. But again, we're a great country of scams, and they're good at it. Congrats. Like,
one of the biggest scams is pretty much over now.
Yeah. You guys did great. You should be proud of yourselves for that in a way.
But there's always Social Security. That scam's still going.
Yeah. That was the largest raise of all time for Social Security too this year.
Yeah.
Like 7%, 8%. That's a good thing though. I mean, that to me, I'm like, that helps people. It doesn't help us, Alex, but
I don't.
Helps other people. Anyway, sorry, I got carried away there.
No, you can get carried away. But inflation tracker alert. I think we can make this a new segment because I'm trying to come up with a new segment.
I like that.
Inflation tracker alert. I call it the Arizona iced tea tracker. Ooh. Officially, I've seen that Arizona iced tea is up to 119.
Really?
Yes, in certain places. I want people out there, if you're watching or listening, send us pictures. Yes. Or tell us how much Arizona iced tea is in your neighborhood, your neck of the woods. Because we're talking big, heavy about inflation, but Arizona iced tea is always the true check.
99 cents, right?
It's supposed to be 99 cents, but I've seen 119 in some places.
Don't they do this too? They will also, instead of changing the price, they'll shrink the bottle. So look at the fluid ounces. And if it's 99 cents, is it 24 fluid ounces or is it like 22 or 20?
Are they shrinking the bottle like they do bag of chips?
Yeah.
So one thing,
They don't do that to condoms. Sorry.
no, they never shrink the condom. That's a good point. Yeah,
Sorry.
they never shrink the condom. One tweet that I saw was a good one. Is so back in 1980, you could buy 6 Big Macs with 1 hour pay of minimum wage.
Really?
That's in 1980.
You could buy 6 with an hour.
You could buy 6 Big Macs. I repeat, 6 Big Macs.
Big Mac.
Big Mac, man. Big Mac king.
With the special
But
sauce.
with the special sauce for 1 hour of minimum wage. And right now, today, with our minimum wage, you can't buy one.
Damn.
Now, I don't know if that's true about the whole you can't buy one, because I think a Big Mac is like, what, $6.80, $7.80?
It is, yeah.
Or what is the minimum wage in the country? It's 15, right? Or is it 12? No, it's lower, 7 someplace.
Yeah, it depends where.
So it depends on where you're at. If you live in a place where it's 15, you can buy a Big Mac, but don't get the meal because you're about to break your bank.
Yeah.
So 1 hour of your life somewhere is worth, because I think here I've seen some Burger King, McDonald's 17 an hour. But if you make less than that, if you work in other places where minimum wage is $7,
Yeah.
essentially a Big Mac does cost you 1 hour of your life.
That's wild.
In more ways than one, actually. It costs you 1 hour of your life.
On the front end and on the back end.
Yes.
That's crazy.
But in 1980, you could get 6 of them bitches.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard that, speaking of McDonald's too, like nurses are going on strike in New York. So like they're going to start using the McDonald's bathrooms as places to deliver your babies. They're gonna need backup beds, so they're just gonna throw them in there, and you're gonna deliver them into the bowl.
Oh my God! And what do they do with the placenta?
Oh, they basically take the placenta and they put it in the McFlurry shakes. You know,
Is that why the machine's always down?
to help like really thicken it up. You know,
I heard too. Some people
get your
say-
iron up. People eat that shit.
I know people eat that.
Yeah.
They say like a lot of placenta. I think it's in makeup.
Yeah, and it's in McDonald's.
It's in McDonald's, and then also people eat it like the women or something because it's good for you after or something. It's like nutrient dense or whatever to eat the baby's juices.
Look, times are tough. We gotta scrap and save where we can.
You can't be out here wasting that placenta.
No.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting about the inflation tracker, but then also going on the inflation notice, eggs.
Yeah. Ooh.
Boy, have you tried to get an egg out here? It's insane. Eggs are up.
Popping, man.
They're popping, but I think they're up 49.1% on the inflation. I'll give you some more numbers on other things, but so basically, if you go to Costco now, too, I believe there is a limit. You can only get 2 cartons of eggs.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I might be out front,
Hustling.
selling eggs. You never know, boy. I mean,
Get your eggs. Ice cold.
yeah.
$1.
Just look for me on Twitter. I'm the AP Payne on Twitter. Chicken Man. You'll see me. I'll be the last person that still has the egg. You know what I'm talking about. But what was it?
You can spin them, make sure
Yeah.
you can eat them. Look, that's a good egg. It's a clean egg right there.
I'll say you any kind of egg you want. Twitter egg, chicken egg, Cadbury egg. It doesn't matter. Brown, white, whatever. What you need? Free range? I got you. But so this was interesting. So the reason that we have a shortage is because last year chickens got the Aryan flu, the same flu that Kanye got.
Wait, Aryan? Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Is it avian?
Avian. They got that too. They got the avian flu. So I don't know if you remember last year chickens got the avian flu. Don't remember this. The only reason I really remember this is because I love playoff basketball. Someone I know is playing in the playoffs. Shout out to Jordan McLaughlin. The owner of the Minnesota Timberwolves, he has a bunch of chicken farms, and essentially to get rid of the avian flu, he was burning the chickens and killing them. And a member of PETA actually bought courtside seats, and she would run on the court quite a few times. It wasn't just her, but a couple people would go to the games and protest and say that you should stop killing the chickens. So because the chickens getting sick last year and them being murdered and killed, we now have a shortage this year of eggs. So if you're wondering why eggs have gone up so much, essentially what we're trying to say is in 2020 it was toilet paper. In 2023 it's eggs.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
There's going to be these weird supply crunches out there.
A lot of these are coming.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it. It's always going to lag.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you could you make money off of this? Is there someone that's like shorting eggs? I don't know how you.
I think reselling. Yeah.
Reselling eggs?
Because
the coffee market?
A lot. Coffee got super expensive, I know. And it's like, that definitely hurts local coffee shops.
Okay, go ahead, keep it.
No, I just say people can do that at home. If we're still on, toilet paper made me think of something, but we're still on inflation. Let's keep going with that first.
Okay, yeah, we say the toilet paper thing, but I think the thing is like, it's interesting like they shorted it to where you can only get 2 dozen eggs. Can we get Impossible eggs? Do those exist?
That's
Beyond egg?
that company should be burned to the ground.
The Impossible people?
Nothing they make is good. It's impossibly bad.
But there's got to be something. What are vegan eggs?
Have you had any of their stuff? Impossible meat? Impossible?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have had Impossible meat, and I love it.
No, you don't.
I do love it. I've had Impossible burgers.
Yes.
The last couple of barbecues I've had, and honestly, I can't taste the difference. And I'm pretty sure I'm eating plastics. I'm pretty sure I am eating something that I threw away a long time ago, like a Head and Shoulders bottle. But after I eat it, I don't feel horrible. When I eat meat, I literally feel sluggish and terrible. But I am interested in like, what can we do for the eggs? Like, maybe we could. I don't know. I'm almost thinking about getting a girlfriend just so I can eat her out and swallow her eggs. Is that disgusting? I don't know. I'm just saying, you got to get the protein somehow. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Your boy wants some eggs and he's getting them one way or another. Scrambled for whatever.
You're fertilized, unfertilized.
Fertilized or unfertilized. Fist on them. I don't care how I get my eggs. Fallopian tube and all.
Cysty eggs, yeah. Wow.
I insist.
You should break into
the egg market.
Planned Parenthood. You can go get. No, not there. Where do they freeze them all?
Where do they do this? Planned Parenthood?
No, it's always IVF.
That's an expensive market too. Eggs do cost a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Eggs is like $10,000.
Yeah, but chicken eggs are gonna be just about as much as a woman eggs.
The way they're going.
Yeah, the way they're going, it's gonna be up there.
Yeah.
And I remember that. What was that old age-old question? Which came first, the chicken or the egg? It was definitely the chicken. This answered it.
Yeah.
The chicken came first. Because you also can't imagine God sitting on an egg.
No. I don't know where that's going.
I was just thinking about that.
Oh, okay.
Well, because the chickens died first. We burned them up.
Yep.
And then now we're feeling the cost on the egg. So it has to be the chicken came first.
Yeah, definitely. Like evolution.
Yeah.
That's what I would think. Although they probably came from an egg, but I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just thinking of this now, and I'm like, I don't know. Who knows what came first? PETA came first. I don't know.
Right.
I still think the chicken, though.
Well, inflation came last, and that's what we're dealing with.
Oh, yeah. I had some other things. I had a couple of things that have popped up on the old inflation chart. But you go ahead with toilet paper, and then I'll give you the list of things that have gone.
It just made me think for toilet paper. It reminded me of the saga of Elon Musk and Twitter. Because Elon fired the janitors at Twitter's San Francisco headquarters, and employees have had to start bringing their own toilet paper to work.
That's insane.
Which is like, yeah.
When I had a job, that's where I used to get my toilet paper. I used to steal it out.
Yeah, I would take it from work.
Yeah.
This is like a known thing. You do that, towels from the gym, all that shit.
I will say this about getting fired. They listed all the reasons that I got fired from my other job, not the OnlyFans job. The OnlyFans, I was laid off. The other job was fired. But they listed all the reasons I was fired. And you ever done something so wrong at your job for so long that when they list the reasons, you're like, oh, okay, you guys didn't even know what I was doing. They were like, you were late and this, and you were like, I was not guilty of any of those things. But what I was guilty of was way worse. It's like if somehow they were like looking at Sam Bankman-Fried, or like maybe not even Sam Bankman-Fried, but it's like if they were looking at Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
They were like, Ted Bundy, you were loitering, and you're like, oh yeah, that's it. That's all right. You got me loitering. That's what I was doing. I didn't kill 36 women.
I'll take the fine.
Yeah, I'll take the fine. No problem. No problem. No problem. So here's what's going on with inflation. So food at elementary schools up 254%.
Yeah.
254%. Oh my God. I'll school my kids at home.
They don't even like their food is like not great there either.
No, it's horrible. Someone did a comparison of what people get in France or in Europe versus what they get here. And it's like, I think here you get a cookie, a fruit cocktail thing, and like rice, and then meat. And then there they get a croissant. They get strawberries, peaches, like actual fresh fruit. And then they get Brussels sprouts. It's like, it's insane what they get. It's almost kind of like, you ever flown to Europe and then seeing the food they give you on the way to Europe, and then you fly here in the country and you see the food they give you here, and you're like, why am I just getting a Biscoff cookie? Yeah. It's like your choices are Biscoff cookie or an almond.
Yeah.
And just one almond, and that's it. But so fuel oil is up 65.7%.
Oh, like cooking oil, basically.
Cooking oil.
Okay.
Eggs third after that, 49.1%.
Yep.
Plane tickets, airfare is up 36%. Butter and margarine up 34%.
Okay.
Let's see.
Is this all year over year?
It's year over year data.
Okay.
And then I got
this one the latest.
Public transportation, 23%.
Okay.
I got flour and flour mixes, cooking that white. That's up 24%. Fats and oils, that's up 21%.
Yep.
Rice and pasta up 16%.
Quinoa's in there. That shit got expensive.
Bread is up 15%.
Yeah.
Coffee,
Yeah.
14.6%.
I would think it was more.
Just 14% so far. Poultry, 13%. Energy, 13%. Living room, kitchen, dining room furniture up 10%. What's this next one is gasoline. Yeah, people in California and Los Angeles know about that, 10%. Vegetables up 9.7%.
Okay.
Might have to steal a Brussels sprout. After that, alcoholic beverages at home up 4.5%. Apparel up 3.6%.
Okay.
Obviously not easy. And then beef and veal, or like meat, is down 5.2%.
Interesting.
And then smartphones are down 23%. 23.5% pretty much.
That might be because demand is slowing down.
Exactly.
Smartphones.
Demand is slowing down.
I would wonder what's gonna happen with like makeup and like for like women's essentials like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to see what happens there because I was looking at like the charts for like Ulta and just some like consumer staples. They're doing really well right now, but I think that's lagging.
Do you think women are gonna get priced out of makeup?
Women will never get priced out of makeup. But I think you'd buy less and you would cut it a little bit more. You'd step on it a little bit to make it last longer.
I see what you're saying.
You'd only do the under eye of your eyeliner, not the over eye.
I understand.
You only do one eye, then you wear an eye patch. You go out, you pretend you have one eye. And I'll tell you what, guys will still date women with one eye. That's beautiful.
They won't even notice till after they nut it.
Yeah.
She had one eye this whole time.
Is that Snake Plissken?
Yeah. At first I thought I was into it, but then I realized, now I'm into it. You ever put your thing in a girl's eye hole socket? I don't know. I think maybe makeup can get to the point where it costs so much that women are like, you know what? I'm just gonna learn how to play 2K.
Instead,
I'm just gonna learn how to be a good girlfriend. I don't need to put on this makeup.
Yeah. Well, I mean, J. Cole told us that.
He did?
Yeah, his song about that.
Tell me. I don't know. I'm not a
Crooked Smile. It's got a song, Crooked Smile, and all that stuff.
Rap it to the people.
I don't know the words by heart, but I know the message of the song.
Okay.
You don't need to wear makeup to impress me, girl.
There you go. Another man telling you what to do, ladies.
That's so not the message of the song.
That's what I got from it. That's what I got from it.
He should have been an Ulta Beauty spokesperson.
Yeah.
J. Cole.
I have the Swiss Central Bank post a budget biggest loss in their 116-year history.
Oh, okay.
131 billion on foreign currency, or I think they lost a billy
Okay.
on Swiss franc, and they also lost 32 million on those little chocolates that are wrapped in gold. Okay, the last bit was fake, but the other thing is that they essentially lost the most money they've ever lost ever.
You said it was $131 billion.
131 billion on foreign currency,
Okay.
and then a billion on Swiss finances.
Okay.
Francs, sorry.
Okay.
Swiss francs.
It's a lot of it's forex related.
And I wonder if that has a lot to do with debit Swiss, credit Swiss. Excuse me.
Who knows? They definitely accepted a lot in overnight swaps.
Yes, they did.
And overnight liquidity.
Yes, they did.
Interesting.
My Saudi Arabia boys.
I know, because I was thinking of good news too, where it's like pay transparency has gotten bigger here. I know it was in Colorado first. It's actually in New York. Pay transparency is now mandated. Post a job on like Career Builder or whatever website, you have to include like a pay band, which is a great thing because you see, oh, I'm applying for this job. This is how much I should get paid. The only issue is that jobs are going away. If people are losing their jobs, the timing it's impeccable there. But that's a good thing longer term, where it's like, at least you know what you get paid and people won't underpay you when you're stepping into that job. But yeah, the only issue is people are not exactly hiring right now.
I can tell you about that.
Yeah. Otherwise, good news.
The next thing that I had was going back to my boy Maxwell Frost.
Oh yeah,
he finally got sworn in. Round of applause to Mr. Frost.
Shout out Maxwell. We see you, man.
Yeah, Gen Z.
We've been following.
Drummer extraordinaire.
Yo,
I don't know if people know this.
Yo, you
guy
kill it on drums.
He's amazing. At the same time, he's still having trouble finding a place to live.
Right.
Due to real estate and the whole. That's another scam.
You know what though?
Your credit, show us your credit before you move here and all this crap. It's like the motherfucker's got a job, but he's couch surfing. So to all the people in DC, if you got a place for my boy Maxwell Frost to stay,
hit
him up. He's on Insta.
Shout him out. Yeah, he's there. You can mention him in the comments.
Mention Maxwell Frost in the comments if you live in DC, Georgetown, whatever you live in that nice area over there. They got okay ramen out there. Hit up Maxwell Frost. He needs a place to stay. He might be able to throw a bill in there or two for you.
Right.
I don't know how this exactly works, but
if you have a BDSM room that converts, eyes wide shut shit, that's very big in DC.
If you got a band and you need a drummer,
he's got chops, bro.
Yeah.
He has chops.
And this guy has been campaigning, going against he's been for gun restrictions.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for over a decade.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? This guy's out there. He's doing things on the right track. Let's just
25.
make sure he's 25 years old. Oh, no, wait. For the people, I forgot, we might be just reaching an older audience when we say this. We need to reach the Gen Zers out there when we say this. Maxwell needs a place to live. So please make sure that you give him some place to live.
You got to hit it.
What else do they do out there?
I don't know, man. Those are the ones I know. That's right.
Yeah.
You hit the whoa?
What's the whoa? Oh, the whoa. Does anyone do that?
Yeah.
I thought Giannis is the only person that does that.
Man, I'm behind.
Yeah. Giannis is a dad, so he's also about 25, 26, but he's also behind too.
Yeah.
But Maxwell Frost, we got you. We're going to find you a place to stay. And
we're going to come out and watch when you're playing Maxwell Frost and the Jazz Messengers.
Exactly. Let us know when you come to New York. We'll come see you again. Or we'll go down to DC.
In fact, if you need someone to open for you, we'll open for you guys.
We will.
We'll do stand up. We're not going to play music.
You can play the piano.
I could play that on the keys. I could comp a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'd rather do.
And I play one mean-ass triangle.
Yes.
Let me tell you that, boy. And I could do the kazoo, but I'm really a triangle, man. I could really hit that in the cowbell.
Yeah. I'm excited to have him in there because it's like, it is good seeing younger faces who are trying to do something they believe in, where whether you agree with it or not, which we understand. It's great we can have those opinions. At least someone is trying to make a change and a difference versus the typical grift that we see from most politicians, you know. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you, man.
Also, too, there was something I forgot, but they also, for Congress, before we start giving them all these props,
Yeah.
they, in case you thought actual action might be taken
Yeah.
in this Congress, the House of Representatives has voted to pass a new set of rules that will severely weaken the ability of the Office of Congressional Ethics to investigate members of Congress for potential wrongdoing, including stock trading.
That's right.
So what we're saying is that the crime continues.
Yeah.
And it continues for the old establishment in Congress. And you know what I mean? Congress is going to make their money.
You know what? Maxwell, make your money too while you're in there. I won't hate.
I will. I'll hate.
He needs to live somewhere. Maybe he's got to,
You know what? I won't hate as long as if you get yourself a nice apartment.
Yeah.
And then after that, you stop.
Yeah.
But don't be out here talking about gun violence, and the next thing you know, you're out here investing in the NRA or some crazy shit like that. That's what we don't want to see. You know what I mean? If you invest in a Guitar Center, I'll understand.
Me too.
You somehow pump their whatever drumsticks are made out of, whatever company makes drumsticks. Fine. But we hope you guys encourage transparency in your Congress.
Yeah.
Your representative.
Your peers.
Yeah, these people shouldn't be making $300 million on the side.
Yeah.
That's not a side hustle. That's a main hustle. If your side hustle makes more than your main hustle, then that's the main hustle.
This is 101, man. OnlyFans girl who bakes cookies and makes money for OnlyFans is an OnlyFans girl.
I don't think I would want a cookie from a girl who does OnlyFans.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Why would we want someone in Congress who makes most of their money from trading?
That's a great point. Sounds like we have someone who's a trader who's just part-time as Congress.
That's happened quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's happened quite a bit. In fact, there's a couple reports out there. Shout out to Unusual Whales, which is a great Twitter account. But there was a good amount of Congress people who beat the market this year. The market was down 18% S&P. And I don't know, it was like 15, 20 people on both sides.
Yeah.
Both sides who beat the market. And some by like, 15%, 20%. So y'all are doing something right. And it's called insider trading.
Yeah, 100%. And they ain't going to jail.
No.
Martha Stewart went to jail.
She did.
Sam Bankman-Fried went to jail.
Yeah.
And they're not going to jail. And the crazy thing is, too, is whoever the rat vermin guy is, there's a couple people, some other rats we could think of you could exterminate up on Capitol Hill.
Oh, my God.
You can come get some of these old.
We don't mean that. Do not open a file on us at the FBI.
Oh, yeah, we don't mean that. We don't mean actually kill these
or
people.
the CIA, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to be killed. But what we're saying is you should do your due diligence, and you should find out which of your members of Congress are insider trading.
Yeah.
There should be more transparency is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We don't encourage any violence here at the Sad Money Podcast. No, unless it's beating your meat to OnlyFans. So I can get my job back.
Oh, that's on yourself. Yeah. That's like,
it would encourage self-mutilation. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly there needs to be stricter laws, not, looser laws around that.
Yeah, that's a big problem. That was it. That was all I had.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I mean, it was a good amount. Yeah, it also just feels like everyone's fighting for like control of this country, but no one actually really wants to run it.
Yeah,
that's what it really feels like. Is like they really want control, and they're like, I don't want to do the work.
Yeah, as they say, there's an energy crisis, and no one has the energy to deal with this shit. Definitely not Biden.
They're, quiet quitting is a term. I feel like really politicians are the best quiet quitters out there.
Yeah, that's such a sweet gig, man.
Yeah, man. You campaign for years and years, and then you get in, and you're like, I don't want to do this job.
I know.
This ain't it.
I look at Biden, every time I see him, it looks like he just got up from a nap. And then they just like put him there. He's like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, man, I know exactly how you feel.
His handler.
Yeah, the Biden handler.
The Chelsea handler. All right.
Sad money, baby.
Yeah.
Money never weeps. check us out on YouTube.
Yep.
Check us. Oh, if you're probably seen us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Yep.
We're gonna start a Patreon soon because your boy is about to be homeless like Maxwell Frost. If we don't get some money coming in soon.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make merch and let us know what you would like to see beyond the Patreon or on a wall or everything. Like, what would you want to see?
Yeah. It's going to be additional. We're going to obviously keep doing what we're doing now, the way we do it, but we're going to add additional like premium content. And we're thinking of a lot of different segments that we can do there. And we want to hear what you guys want to see too. So like, you know, we're putting out stuff that you find valuable. Like that's the most important thing.
Let us know if you want us to start an OnlyFans account.
Yeah.
We could do that too.
Absolutely. Wait, what are we going to put on OnlyFans?
Exactly.
Okay.
Just let us know. Let us know what you guys want to see. Because at this point, we're willing to do it all.
I think Alex is.
I will buy some eggs. I will smash them against my eggs.
You know, I'll film it. I'll be the camera crew. I'm okay with that.
Don't worry, I'll get them in there.
I don't know.
I know people want to see you do this, Stephen.
I don't think I'm on air talent yet.
They want to see you do this.
I'm a little too shy for that.
You are right now, but wait until Q2 of the recession.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Wait till we see how this continues.
So, if you guys support the Patreon, maybe we won't have to do the OnlyFans thing.
Yeah, I won't have to make an omelet.
But no one, we shouldn't even say that because some of y'all, you'll be like, man, now we're not going to support so we can see the OnlyFans shit. So we'll put that behind the Patreon too.
Yeah, we'll put that as the top Illuminati subscribers.
Yeah.
You get to see us make an omelet.
Yeah. If we hit 3,000 patrons, if we hit 1,000 patrons, we'll prank call the Federal Reserve for sure.
If we hit 1,000 patrons, I'll go down to the Federal Reserve.
Yeah, we both will.
Yeah. We will go down to DC.
Yeah.
And do something from there.
Yeah. We'll film an episode in front of the Federal Reserve.
Oh yeah,
we'll do that.
Let's do that. Let's mark it right now.
Yeah.
We hit 1,000 patrons. We're going down to the Federal Reserve, and we're gonna do an episode of Sad Money
right in front of it.
Right in front of there.
Even though with their 18-foot walls in front that they put up, because they're scared of you.
Yeah,
that's the one thing to think of. They know how much power citizens have.
Well-informed citizens.
That's right.
That's what we're here for. They don't want a well-informed, because no one's going to give you the education you need to overthrow them.
Yeah, with the sense of humor.
And with that, I'm Alexander Payne for OnlyFans. Sad Money.
I'm Steven Sihelnik from Sad Money.
Money never weeps.
Money never weeps. Till next week.
Peace.